So, welcome to this week's podcast. We're here with Maholn. Can we share your last name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maholn Wilson.
Maholn Wilson. Another graduate. So, I don't know how other people do podcasts, right? I just know how I'm doing this one, right? With very little experience in doing podcasts, right? Meaning, I didn't really tell you what we were going to talk about, did I?
No.
Okay.
I kind of assumed it was going to be kind of about my story, or
yeah.
if you have questions, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's basically a conversation. A lot of the stuff I already know, but it's been my experience that oftentimes I hear things that I'm like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right? Like say with Debbie. You know Debbie, right? Valdez.
Maybe.
She was the first graduate. I think you came in right when she had
25 years of use or something. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yep.
First. But you came in way back in the day as well.
Yeah.
When did you start treatment at Beacon?
September of 21.
It's way back there.
Yeah.
And if I recall, your drug of choice was, I think, sniffing something, some kind of, right?
So alcohol was the biggest one, and then at that time I was huffing. So
explain that to me.
Dust off,
Once
canned air.
Canned air.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable with describing how that works? Because I honestly just assume.
Yeah.
What exactly does somebody do? Right?
So, I mean, what I did is you take that canned air and put your shirt in front of it, so the smell or the taste of it, because they put a chemical in it.
So it doesn't have, like, say, on like a WD-40, a little straw.
It does.
But you take that off.
You don't use it, and then you just blow it directly into your mouth and huff.
Wait,
inhale.
through the shirt though? Is it filtered?
Through a shirt, yeah. They put a chemical in it to make it taste bad. To
keep people from doing this?
Yes, to prevent people from doing it, but...
And you just hold the... Did the shirt, I guess the shirt help take that badness out?
No, not really. Not at all.
Oh my gosh, I shouldn't be laughing, but I mean... Okay, so are you like... And once again, anything you're not comfortable with, just... I've never asked anybody this.
Yeah,
right?
No, you're good.
So I used to, after running or something, sometimes I'd get an inhaler. And, you put the... Mm-hmm. Is that what you're doing when you're doing that? The same thing?
Yep, pretty much. So instead of like how people huff paint, blow it in a bag.
Don't know anything about that either.
They blow it in a bag,
yeah.
And then they... So the air that's in the can is what they want. They don't want the paint. Or gasoline. How you huff gasoline, you just... Or a Sharpie. How you just smell.
Dude, you're freaking me out. Wait, people are huffing gasoline?
Oh, yeah. Paint thinner, paint... Just kind of anything they can get their hands on.
Did you say Sharpie?
Sharpie? Yeah, so back when I was 21, I think, they put a ban at retail stores that you had to be 18 and show an ID for Sharpies. Because people were... It's not funny, but...
And I'm not laughing. I'm in this industry, and remember what I told you? You're going to say something, I'm going to say, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, Maholn, I shouldn't laugh, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I like the way Sharpies smell. I mean, when I'm writing from a distance, right, I'm like, that smells kind of good.
It's one of those smells. Like some people like the smell of gasoline.
Or horse shit.
Some people like the smell of
horses.
Farms.
Or, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back on point. Alcohol, at what age?
I think my first drink, 13 or 14.
What was it?
Beer.
Parents were doing it, or? I mean, had it available to you?
So, first 5 years of my life, I was back and forth with my mom and dad. And
Got divorced?
They were never married, but separated.
Okay.
And then my grandma took me from my mom when I was
what age?
About 5, and she raised me until I was 18.
Okay. But you still had contact with both your mom and your dad?
Yeah, I mean, holidays, but over
nothing,
the summer.
It sounds to me like, that sounds very superficial.
I wasn't back and forth between them because of disputes or anything. My mom and dad at that time weren't in a great, their own great ordeal. And so visiting was just kind of how I grew up with them. There was not, my grandparents drank, but it wasn't like alcoholic drinking.
Yeah.
They
Just
had
like
a
social.
glass of wine or a beer.
Maybe 2 beers.
Something. On the weekends, they would have a martini with gin or something like that. So,
But not like that, not like what we did.
no, there was always alcohol in the house.
Yeah, but
I
know,
didn't.
when I say like we did, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When you wake up and you have like, wait a minute, what? I have a snippet. Did I do that? And people would be like, dude, did you not? You don't remember that? I'm like, no. Did you ever have that?
That was about a year after, I think. Actually, no, it was probably a lot less than I went from 0 to 100 with drinking real fast.
But did you have those experiences where you would wake up with
Yeah.
like little snippets, or literally people saying,
Yeah, you black out.
while they're well, no, I mean, I don't know if it's blacking out. I just don't remember saying that, or it could be like they're laughing
All the time.
with whatever they're talking about that they say I did,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm actually kind of ticked off because I'm like, damn, right?
What I miss.
Yeah,
but you're the one who did it.
Yes, isn't that weird? Did you ever have that
All the time. I didn't stop. Once I started drinking, I wouldn't stop. But
Wait, hold on a sec. Wouldn't stop you. Look,
I
I
would
know what
drink
you're
until
saying.
I'm blacked out. So drink until I'm to that point of not.
Oh, I heard what you said,
what
and
I
I was
did.
just comprehending in my own
Yeah.
No. Never got to that point. Right? But damn. To where you wake up and are like, how did I get here? Blackout?
Sometimes, yeah, we'd go to, and it wasn't during the week because I was still in school. I still, had to go to. I still had a curfew, so I didn't really start drinking.
Wait, how are you getting out of your curfew when you're waking up?
Over the weekends. So that was the majority of that was over the
because during the week
weekends.
you had the curfew because there
During
were
the
school
week,
nights.
and then
Yeah.
I eventually discovered weed. So I would smoke weed during the week and both during the weekends.
It's on Friday night, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
And even now I'm thinking, because you know how it is, where we're going.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and it always starts off socially, right? But then there's a place where you just, you're out of, and then you, of course, would just, what I miss, because you wake up the next day.
Yeah. And then after, weed and booze got introduced to, I knew about like shrooms and stuff like that, but ecstasy back when 2005, when it was like big, when a lot of people were doing it. But once I got introduced to that, there was probably 2 summers that anytime we could get it, I was doing it. Weekends for sure. All weekend, every
Well,
weekend.
when you say it, you mean all of the
Ecstasy.
above.
Ecstasy, booze, weed.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you'd throw in somebody found acid, somebody found mushrooms.
Once again, when I say all of the above,
Yeah.
it's sure. I've never done that, but what the hell? Why not?
Yeah.
And I don't know how for you, but for me, it's like, if I'm doing this, right? Am I going to really do some stupid? Am I going to die? I'm kind of thinking this stuff a little bit, right?
It was in the back of my head, for sure.
A trickle,
Yeah.
but you're still doing it.
But you're also like, oh, I'm young. As long as I don't overdo it, as long as I drink enough water or eat, or if I know
Yeah.
if I know that I'm going to be staying the night here, that's where I end up at the end of the night, not
Oh,
over
that's my
here.
spot.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right.
We have
And
a
even say to
couch.
people, you know what? Because I've done that as well. Okay, that's the bed you're going to put me in,
Yeah.
right? Because I've been through that. Not blacked out, but I've been through, what did I did that.
Or
Right?
getting drawn on. That was a big thing.
Getting what?
Getting drawn on. You pass out and people draw on your face. I think 2
No.
times I walked home, 6 a.m, show up to my grandparents, and
Oh,
my
no.
grandma's looking at me like, what? And I have no idea until I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
I'll put the back as a marker.
Yeah, a Sharpie. So,
Yeah, that is so funny. You have no idea
yeah.
as you're walking home. Dude,
Yeah.
that was funny.
And in the town that I grew up in, it's small. It's like
Yeah.
3,500 people. So you're bound to pass somebody
Oh,
that
sure.
you know or knows your grandparents.
sees that face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I mean, you can laugh right now, right? I mean, 'cause
Yeah,
if I visualize it, I mean,
Just stumbling with
Yeah.
stuff on my face.
probably different colors. I mean, yeah, okay.
And probably not the most appropriate things, you know? Because you know how junior high and high school kids
Oh
are.
my God.
They want to draw parts everywhere.
I get it. Trust me. As soon as you said that, I got the visual. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. I never had that. Thank goodness.
Lucky.
That one I can't say I know. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's see. Where were we? You've graduated to anything and everything, basically.
So
I mean, did you ever draw the line?
I drew I was never really around people that did like
Needles.
meth or heroin or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I always stayed away from it because I knew or was always told that that's the really bad
That's
stuff.
the mother. Yeah.
And
That's
so that's where I kind of drew the line.
yeah.
But then when I moved here, I was really big into weed. That was kind of my thing. You know, I could have done without drinking if I was able to kick it on my
Man,
own.
can I just?
But
Let me just. Oh, I just have to interject.
yeah,
A thought. Back in my heyday, in high school, I stole a graduated cylinder from the science class. It was kind of a deal. If I get in trouble for it now, sorry, I'm the one. I'm the one that took it, and I turned it into a bong. You know, one of the graduate plastic.
big beaker.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we decided to, instead of putting water, we used Jack Daniels. Then, after we had smoked for a bit, we then all drank that Jack Daniels. Oh, it didn't taste good.
Oh no, I
And
bet
it
not.
was the stupidest thing ever
Yeah.
because it wasn't, it wasn't a good one. I know you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, we would dare each other to drink bong water, but throw alcohol in it too. I mean,
It was the bong water. It was Jack Daniels,
But yeah, just water that was bong water.
which is wretched.
It's gross. It's
Yeah.
so disgusting.
I mean, why?
We're kids. You know, kids do kids things.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got off track. I don't know what made me think of that. Well, you were saying something that I thought, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Big into weed, though, I think is what you said.
Big
yeah.
into weed. I moved to Utah. Weed was highly illegal at that point in time. So I turned more to drinking.
Because you could get your hands on it.
Because I could get my hands on it.
How old are you?
I was 20 when I moved here.
Okay.
And then I turned 21, a year later.
That was a big day, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Because now you could.
Now I could go get it
You
on
could
my
actually
own.
go do it. Yeah. I remember that day, right? It was a big. You felt like you were. Elvis has entered the building. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to actually go and with authority. Yeah, you can card me, not a problem. Here.
Yeah.
And remember,
Oh, yeah.
that was a good day.
It was great.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
It was a great day. Yeah.
Very fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what changed. Maybe because I mean, at some point somebody's like, "Oh, here's Adderall. It's clean meth. You get really hyped up on it, and you get a lot of energy, and you get a lot done." So, took some Adderall here and there. Didn't really get into it. Kept drinking, and then got introduced to it again. And eventually it became not enough. The Adderall was not enough. And
To get whatever was needed.
to get your rush, you drink alcohol to
Did
get
you ever
down.
get your rush from the Adderall? Did it ever actually do it for you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Makes you have all the energy in the world. You can lift a car off the ground. And the person that I was kind of in cahoots with at that time was a meth dealer.
How about that?
Oh, can't find Adderall. Let's try it. See what happens. And so for about 9 months, I was pretty deep into snorting meth.
So you get the pill, you then crunch it.
I mean, it's like crystals, and then you
Oh,
crush it up into a powder, and snort it. I could never figure out how to smoke it. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't do it.
you could have asked somebody.
Oh, I did. I had people show me, and I still couldn't do it. And so instead of smoking it through my mouth, I smoked it through my nose. It's just called hot railing.
Okay.
And it's not any better,
It burned, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
It's
when
instant,
you're
though.
an addict,
It's pretty quick, right?
yeah, pretty instant. I
Yeah.
mean, minutes.
Yeah.
But when you're an addict, for me, it's going to work, or that it's working when it doesn't taste good, or it has that burn, or
Yeah, kind of like the Coke. Like the Coke, if it burns.
I never really got into it, but yeah,
I did.
it's just like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it would drip down the back of your throat. You wouldn't like it, but you're like, oh, here we go.
you'd get
Yeah.
a drip, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I know there's still some there, so I'm going to keep going.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so
And this is what again? This is
this was meth.
Meth.
Also while drinking, and
Oh, okay. Wait, that's just a foregone conclusion. I'm not saying. Trust me. I don't
Yeah.
think you gave up all that other stuff to start doing this. This was the mainstay. No, this is just the add-on.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
just an add-on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my wife discovered that I was doing that, so it was
Now,
kind
wait.
of
Is it the wife you currently have?
yeah. Bless her heart.
Okay. Because I was thinking saint.
Yeah. No,
She needs to be christened in sainthood.
I've.
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, this brings up something.
Don't
We're going to have
deserve
to
her.
do a subsequent podcast if you don't mind. And what I'd like to do, you can talk to her. What's her first name?
Anne Marie.
So what we decided to do, right, is figure out a way to bring the spouses in on these podcasts, because you're telling me your perspective, and we just brought her in to
Oh.
the picture,
Yeah.
right? And now what I want to do, and you can talk to her, and hopefully she will, because I can assure you that there will be somebody that will be out there that will listen to this, right? Because those voices are very rarely heard. We hear these voices.
Yeah.
I want to see if she'd be interested in, and we're going to continue, and we're going to hear it from your perspective, but then we want to hear from this point forward from her perspective. How was her life, and what did she first see and notice? Because she probably noticed before what you just said. She probably didn't say anything. She had her suspicion. She had to have, right?
She had a suspicion, but wasn't sure. For sure. She knew something wasn't right.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
But she
But-
didn't know exactly what it was.
No.
Did you know that she knew something wasn't right?
No, I was out.
Because you were just
I
fooling
was
everybody.
gagged out.
Yeah, okay.
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 I was on a high horse thinking that I was never going to be, never going to get caught or anything.
Held
like that.
accountable in any way.
Yeah, no.
Because you can function. You can go to work.
I held a job the whole time. I've never been fired from a job for addiction,
Dude, listen, working.
anything like that.
I think those
So,
are referred to as working addicts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So she knows now.
Yeah, we were on a trip, and
Wait, we as in you and her?
her and I were on a trip.
Oh, not a. Okay.
Sorry,
Hey,
not that kind of trip.
Oh,
We were on a trip
I
to
just
a
wanted to.
different
Hey,
state.
listen, we're having this conversation, and I just had to clarify that that's
Yeah.
weird, because that's a logical thing for me to say at that moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were on like a real trip, like
real
in
trip.
a car.
Yeah,
Okay.
not a
Okay.
psychedelic or anything like that.
Once
We're on a
again,
trip in
you
a
understand
car.
why I had to clarify. Okay.
Yeah, and I had stuff with me. I was so paranoid at that time that I was like holding it while I was sleeping. And the thing I used fell, made a clinking noise. She discovered that, and that's how that came to light. So, and then
But that was a fun time.
oh, it was great. It was, being in a different state too.
Oh yeah.
was-
Did you have to walk home, or
No, no. I definitely fled the scene for a little bit. Like I took off on foot and probably walked a couple miles away, and just I don't know, tried to figure out what my next steps were, what I was gonna do.
how are you going to fix this?
Yeah, Yeah. And
Because you can't think on the fly right then and there. You got to go clear, right?
yeah, I have to figure out my next game plan,
Yeah.
or my next step.
Because you got to go, because you're going to have to go back into that. But you couldn't stay in that at that moment.
No.
Yeah, you got to go over there and we'll figure this shit. Okay, so now you do. How long you gone? Couple hours
from that scene. Yeah, a couple hours, hour and a half or two.
And you come back and she's got to be a little bit somber.
Yeah, not happy. I mean, I'm remembering what I can remember. A lot of that time
Because you're probably high.
Yeah, a lot of that time is pretty foggy.
Oh, did you go get high then too?
No. I didn't know anybody.
I thought you had your shit with you.
I did.
But she now
But
has it because
it
she
dropped, and she found it,
And now you
and I
ain't
took
getting that.
off right at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time
okay.
without it. So
Yeah, you didn't say, hey, I'm going to leave, but I'm taking this with me and I'll be back. You just left.
no, I just jet.
Okay.
Just jet. And yeah, I had my phone with me, so there was that. But yeah, I'm in a different state in a town I've never been to
You
before,
ain't getting shit.
and don't know where I'm going. So I just took off for a little bit, and then
On foot.
yeah, on foot, calmed down a little bit. Then we talked and worked it out or whatnot.
Because you promised you're going to get this shit fixed. You're going to.
Yeah, and
That was your game,
And with
right?
that, with the meth, I kicked it.
How long was your nap the first time?
So I did it for like 9 months, and then once I got caught, I never turned back to it.
Did you take a long nap though? I mean, I've never done meth, but
Like
my understanding,
slept?
yeah.
I could go to sleep. I was never up for like
No, that's what I'm
4
saying.
days
My
at a
understanding
time.
is when somebody's getting off of meth, they do go to sleep when they're getting off of meth.
No,
like
it
for a
wasn't-
long period of time.
Wasn't like a day or two or
Okay,
a
'cause,
week.
you've
of
heard the
sleeping.
stories where people
Like,
are like out for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
that wasn't
like,
you.
Wasn't
Okay.
like that at all. I mean, I probably slept during the day and took a nap.
Yeah, but not like you hear.
Yeah, but
Okay.
not out for a couple days.
So you kicked it.
Kicked it. She definitely had a part in helping with that, but I didn't, at that point in time, I wasn't going to meetings, I wasn't seeing anybody. I kind of, in between that time and everything, I was in and out of like different counseling and stuff. And then one thing I kind of didn't mention at the beginning, 2013 was when I moved here in 2011. 2012, I got 2 DUIs.
Alcohol?
Alcohol. And so from 2012 until 2016, I was on probation. So at that time, I wasn't smoking weed. I was just drinking. And then the meth came along, and she caught me, and then I got clean of meth, but I was still drinking.
Which is acceptable to her.
I mean, I don't think it was acceptable, but she put up with it.
Any kids?
Yeah. So I have a kid with my ex-wife, born in 2011.
Any kids that are in this mix?
She had a kid with her ex, and
So
I can't remember when we moved in. We moved in together, I think.
was it the Brady Bunch? Your and her kid at the same time?
Yeah, just one.
Well, you had one and she had one from previous
My
marriage.
kid, though, was with my ex.
Okay.
Not
And how
with
old was
me
this
at all.
child?
At that time, 5? No.
A kid.
At that particular time,
Yeah.
it was 5.
Okay.
But
a little girl you said, right?
Boy.
Boy, okay.
Mine is a girl.
Oh, I
hers is
see.
a boy.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Now you're dad. Now you're taking on the role as, well, stepdad for sure, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
since he was 3, I've been
Dad.
stepdad, but yeah, dad.
In the life.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay. I mean, all the while I thought we were going to talk about huffing.
That was just a small part of it.
Well,
The
apparently.
huffing was what I was doing at the time that I called you to get in here. Huffing
Yeah,
probably
but prior
was
to the huffing, you have,
alcohol,
as we've just heard,
meth,
a rather
ecstasy.
extensive story of,
Yeah.
and I think that's an interesting graduation from all that stuff to sniffing stuff.
It's because you could buy it. You could buy it at the grocery store. You don't have to go to a liquor store and present your ID. You can literally go to Walmart or whatever and buy it in the electronic department.
Still to this day.
Oh yeah. And if you're consistently doing it,
They're going to draw.
you're
You're
gonna
gonna-
see
somebody's
the same people getting the same thing every day. You know,
And a lot of it.
looks like a duck, walks like a
Well,
duck.
but if I'm paying, I mean, if I'm going to look at this, if I get that kind of an issue, I'll just go from one store to the next.
Right, but eventually there's only so many stores. And even if you're cycling through them, you're going to show up back at that store again buying the same exact thing.
You act like you know what you're talking about.
I saw one kid that I had to do counseling for probation. One kid that was in there. Where was I? I can't remember where I was working. I think it was Sam's Club. It had to have been Sam's Club or no. I don't remember, but I remember this kid that was in the same counseling class as me. Almost every day I would see him come in and get canned air.
I think you told me about that.
Every day.
Where you were working.
Yeah.
And you knew.
I think, but I can't remember now.
Yeah, but it
memory's
could have been
shot.
Smith's, it could have been or probably Costco, whatever it was,
Yeah.
wherever you were working, you would see this kid come
the
in.
same dust off. I know exactly what he's doing. You know, and if
Do you? But you're not doing it, or you're not past it. You're actually in the middle of it yourself
I was, yeah,
at the same time.
yeah. So I mean, I could recognize.
So you guys could have been dust off buddies.
Yeah.
Does it have to be dust off, or can it be any compressed air
I mean, dust off is just a brand
of compressed air?
Of compressed.
That's all this is compressed air.
Yeah.
You know, like that. I got a thing that and it like, gets icy
Mm-hmm.
to
Yep.
clean my. Right.
That's one thing you have to be careful of, because if you turn the bottle, then you're getting iced lungs. So that's another thing you got to watch out for, because you know how you use it too much or you turn it upside down, straight blows ice. You do that into your throat, it's freezing your lungs.
Did that ever happen?
Well,
Well, no, because
yes.
you got to hold the bottle or the canister a particular way to alleviate that happening.
Yeah, but sometimes if you're not careful or
If you're high?
if you're high, you lean one way just a little bit. And
I can only imagine that must be like touching a hot pan, right? In the like that, and you know, because once you suck it in, you know what's happened, and there's no turning back.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's
You're almost burning your lungs, right?
pretty much. Yeah, it's. But for me, I didn't seem to care. I didn't have the desire, I guess, to get better at that point in time.
I've heard this before,
And
right? You want to get high.
yeah,
Well, heard it, experienced it.
yeah,
Right.
you have to want recovery. You have to want sobriety.
Well, okay. So, at what point did you call us? And did I talk? Did you?
I talked to you directly, yeah. This was at the time where your number on Google was directly to you. I'm almost certain.
Oh, went to my cell phone?
I think so, yeah. Because I remember talking to you directly that day.
Was it, what day of the week was it? Do you remember?
Oh, gosh.
Because we still do that to this day. We don't like it going to voicemail.
No, what happened was I was supposed to go pick up my kid or her kid or, you know, our kid, whatever. And I was huffing and I passed out. And this was after I got off work or whatever.
Passed out in your
Passed
car
out
in the parking
my
lot?
car in the parking lot. Not with it running, but windows up, you know, like,
It's-
let me take a little huff real
Is it
quick.
like in a summer's? Is it a hot day?
Yeah, I think it was, well,
So in other words, if the windows are up and the engine's not running and you
I
pass
think it was
out,
August because I started in September, I think.
it's not burning up, but it's still not.
No, it's
not like it is now.
Not good.
Yeah,
And I woke up to her pounding on the window.
her being your
my
wife.
pounding on the window.
Fuck.
And,
Damn.
you know, there's an obvious fight and everything like that. And
Because the can's right there.
yeah. And kind of an ultimatum was given, like you either get help or
We're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
Right. And so I don't know why I drove to a different parking lot, but I drove to a parking lot of another store and I was looking on Google to see what options are
Where were you?
in
Literally.
Logan
Okay.
and up in Cache Valley.
Okay.
But I was looking to see what my options were. I knew there were places in the valley, but
When
I
you
hadn't
say the valley, you're talking about,
Cache Valley.
Yeah, yeah.
But I hadn't really heard anything great. There was one place I was kind of in and out of that I went to because I was required.
we're not going to say the name, but
I don't remember the name.
it doesn't
to be
matter
honest.
because, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm not trying to brag, right? But the fact of the matter is, doesn't matter what they're called. They weren't here.
Yeah. No, and so I was looking, Beacon came up, like I've never heard that name before, never saw that. Read, I think, the little mission statement or something he had at that time and called, and I kind of pled my case and said I really need help, need to get in somewhere, do something about this, and yeah.
Did it have you come out the next day?
I don't know.
It wasn't too, look.
It wasn't too long after.
We don't like to let that kind of stuff
Yeah,
go by.
a lot of that's real foggy. So, like,
I
my
think you-
short term and some
Yeah.
certain things are just kind of shot. And so I don't
I just wanted, so, do you remember when that was, approximately?
think it was August or September of 2021.
So that would have been, about a year and a half into us.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. Were we doing neuro then?
I think it was just becoming a thing.
The neuro was?
Yeah. And ketamine, you were still on the nose ketamine.
The nasos.
Yeah. And I was here right at the time it switched over to
To the
longes
throat? Oh, yeah. Okay.
the mouth or whatever.
Did you ever use ketamine? Did
Yeah.
you try it?
Yep, did that and the neurofeedback at the same time.
Yeah.
Um,
What are your thoughts on that? In reference to it assisting or not assisting?
I haven't relapsed on alcohol. I've been alcohol-free for over 4 years now. And dust off or canned air, whatever. And it's been... I think I probably could have done it a little longer, little more. But, yeah, you helped save my life that day. I gotcha.
Anybody that knows me knows that it's rare that I have a loss for words. But I don't have words for this.
You're doing
just-
great things.
I know, but this never gets old. What you just did. Because that's why we're here.
Yeah, it's what all of this is for. It's to help people. And since I help admin a page on Facebook that's kind of based around sobriety and stuff. And
Yeah.
anytime people ask, like, what should I do? I've tried everything. I'm like, look into neurofeedback and ketamine.
Yeah.
Like I've tried the counseling. I've tried psychotherapy. I've tried,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a couple things like EMDR, whatever that is. I
Yeah.
haven't tried,
Well, look,
but
counseling, it's got a place.
no, it was a part of it because I was
Yeah.
still in counseling here while
Yeah.
I was doing that.
Yeah, it's still, because you got to process that stuff.
But there is, and then another thing you did while I was here, epigenetics, and I got a list of 10 things that I should really stay away from.
Yeah.
And, alcohol, beer, and wine were on that list. They were 3 of the top 10 things that I should not be doing or be around or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I only remember a couple of them, but like eggs, kiwi, some nuts. I love cashews and almonds and stuff.
Yeah.
But like eggs, I stopped eating a lot of eggs. Like breakfast with eggs, I stopped eating kiwi. I didn't really eat a whole lot
And
of
this came
kiwi.
about from the results of the epigenetic test.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, my goal was to stay away from alcohol and everything like that. So those 3 were out of the picture.
Kind of a no-brainer.
But the rest of them, I took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how big of a part that played in it. Like, the alcohol is obvious, but the eggs and the
How
kiwi.
big? As far as the nutrition is
Yeah, the
concerned,
nutrition
I think it
stuff.
plays well. I mean, since then, we now do some things. We were focusing a lot on because you're talking about nutrition for the body,
Right.
right? And when I say nutrition, oftentimes, I think more oftentimes than not, we think of the body. What we've recently decided after exploring, nutrition for the body, is nutrition for the brain.
Which I believe amino acids.
Yeah, you saw that?
I saw that, yep.
Yeah, and it really is. But we also use the omega-3s.
Okay, yeah, like fatty
Fatty
fish
acids.
oil and
Mhm, yeah. Well, and the thing is, you can go somewhere and a health food store and buy omega-3s.
You can go to a grocery store.
But the problem with that is how is it manufactured? And and so what we've done is we have some stuff that from Zinzino that it's actually put together to where it gives you the best concentration and absorption because of the way it is manufactured, right? And these guys, they do it right. I mean, they where the olives are coming from, because they put it in olive oil. Where are the olives coming from, and at what point of the olive's life did you extract the oil? I didn't know, but when an olive is a baby, birds, insects, nothing messes with that olive. It doesn't have to worry about it because of what a chemical it has.
Okay.
And these guys have taken the olive oil from the olive at the height, and there's a word for it, of that.
Yeah.
Right?
The peak
Maturity. Of what that is. Right? Because olives still have a way to get mature before you eat it.
Right.
Right? There's a lot of things. But because when you make fish oil, you got to break it down to get all the poison that's in it out. And when you break it down from that capacity, you're taking away a lot of the nutrients as well. So these guys, these scientists over at Zinzino, have figured out a way to reintroduce, after they break it down to get all the poisons out, to reintroduce the nutrient value of it. It's the doctors and the scientists over there. We've had podcasts on here where they've explained it. So, and then we're also doing a multivitamin, and I'm now looking into peptides. Don't know what they are, but the same thing with everything we've done here.
Yeah.
I just know that I'm drawn to it, and we're going to do some research on it, right?
Yeah.
And we're always going to be looking for new things that we can introduce, right?
Oh, yeah. Because not one thing works for every single person. The ketamine and neurofeedback, I think, has a huge, the majority of getting sober, I think, had to do with that.
Well, and the neurofeedback was easy.
Yeah.
The ketamine, how am I going to introduce ketamine, right, a hallucinogenic, to people that have been going to things like ketamine for their relief?
Yeah, yeah.
That was that was a real. I had to wrestle with that one for a bit.
Yeah, I definitely thought about it.
Thought about what I just said, or thought about
both? What you just said and what, when I was going to do it, I had in the back of my head, is this going to be something else I get addicted to?
And are they introducing me to something? Yeah, you had to question. I'm glad you shared that with me.
But that's why there's a correct dose and an overdose.
There you go.
That's why there's, medical meth and bathtub meth. There are benefits to it in the correct dose, right?
Well, microdosing.
Microdosing, whatever. This amount is good and beneficial. This amount is not, right?
Yeah, and we've never started anybody off at this amount.
Yeah, and
I think the most I think right now, I don't know what your milligram was on ketamine, but I think we're maxing at 75. I think back in your day we maxed at 150, didn't we?
It wasn't high. It wasn't super high, but I also never felt. I think of the whole 9 months or year that I did it, whatever. I think I felt it 3 times, 2 or 3 times. I didn't like it.
Felt the perception of being high, maybe.
Yeah, like a perception or being
so then
high.
You know now that dose is too high.
I didn't like. Well, it only happened. once every couple months.
With the same dose?
With the same dose.
I see. Okay.
And I didn't like it. I did not like it.
But yet you continue to move forward?
I continued to do it, but like...
Because you'd already recognized the value in doing it.
I had been sober that long, and that had been, you know, even the first month that I was here, and I hadn't started doing ketamine or I think maybe I started neurofeedback, but that had been the longest stretch I've been sober since I started drinking.
Yeah. So you now know there's something to this.
Or started doing anything.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and I had, you know, maybe a week here and maybe 2 weeks here. But
now you're months.
I hit 3 or 4 weeks. That's the longest time I've ever been without substance or, you know, alcohol, whatever.
Something.
Yeah.
Mind altering.
Yeah.
Escape. Because that's what we're doing, right? We're running.
Yeah.
Basically from ourself. So how long has it been now?
So July of 21 is alcohol, and then September, August, you know, a couple days or whatever before I started here for the huffing.
And I have to ask, I mean, does your wife like this version of you better?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like this version of you better?
Yeah. I mean, I get to be present for my kids' lives where I wasn't not present, I just wasn't awake. You know, like I said, I held my job, never lost a job over that, could always do things and function, but that was up until I passed out.
And then there's that.
And so I'm present. I can be a better husband, a better father. I can do more things. Like, since I've stopped here and whatever, I started school and have ended school. And now I'm working in the field that I got my certificates in. And if I was still drinking, I don't think that would have happened. That wouldn't have been a thing. It would have been in a
thought,
a dream or a thought, because I've always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I talked about it here forever, and it still took me 2.5 years or 3 years to get into it, even while sober or alcohol free. And
you credit what you learned about yourself while you were at Beacon. Because that's all we did, really, is just show you who you really are. You've always been, this has always been in you, hence the fact that it's, here.
Yeah.
All we did was assist you with breaking down the shells and the masks, right?
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, we
all wear masks.
I still have a tough time expressing myself and talking about things.
You still wear a mask,
but
right to this day.
I think we
but
all
not
do.
Of course we do, but not the mask.
No, not the mask of addiction that
no,
that I'm trying to escape it all and not face it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Right, to put a word to what you're describing. For me, it's authentic.
Yeah, you don't become your authentic self until you're
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really grateful. Right, honestly, I didn't. You know, when you're back then, you know, I was doing something completely different than I'm doing right now, which was, of course, running. That's why I'm the one that answered the phone when you called.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, on the weekends, we still do that, right? But I would like to think that, you know, at some point when you got here, you realize this place is something, it's different. And it really is different than what you're going to find at most other facilities.
Yeah, I had my feet rubbed from Raquel, I think it was her name.
Oh, she did the foot zoning.
Yeah, the foot zoning.
No, not the foot zoning, the foot bath, the ionic foot bath.
And she did a foot zoning.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and like I can't have my feet touched. I could only last 10 minutes with that. But to see the water after your feet soak is
and you know what, man?
Eye-opening.
Hold on, I don't know if they say that to this day, I'm not. Did you feel the difference after you got that
I don't know
done?
if I felt the difference, but I mean, where does that come from? If it's not toxins, what's coming out of you?
All that dark, nasty, because
Yeah.
that water was freaking rank.
Yeah. What is it if it's
Yeah.
not toxins?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and you can, I think, what is it, an onion or a lemon or something you can tape to the bottom of your feet?
Put socks on, and then at the end of it, yeah.
Well, you wake up in the morning and it's the same thing.
Yeah,
is it?
there used to be, probably still is, pads that you can do that with.
And you wake up and it's full of junk.
No, yeah, it's almost black. It's
Yeah.
nasty. I mean, I haven't done it since then, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've always done this. I've never been afraid to take a look at anything.
yeah, no. And Jenilyn, for example, I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly, but the calming,
Yeah. Well,
the
and
calming talking therapy
Yep,
or whatever
yeah.
she did.
Well, we don't call it hypnosis. It's guided imagery therapy.
Yeah.
But we've recently brought in acupuncture. You should get some before you go. Have you tried it?
No,
On the ear.
no, I haven't.
That didn't set well with you, did it?
I
could
don't know about.
your energy spoke volumes to
I
me
can
just
do
now.
shots. I don't like them.
I don't
can
either.
do tattoos, but I don't like
I don't like them either. Trust me. There's one that she does. I don't know what it's called. She tells you what it is when she's going in. That one hurts, dude. It does, man. But once it goes away, then it doesn't hurt. And then it's better. I mean, it's literally better after. I mean, how could I get any better? There's some humility. But no, I do. I'm better. Right? So I go in once a week.
So do you? What is it? You have more energy. You
No, I'm calmer. I'm more relaxed. And I wondered. I mean, how long has it been since you've seen me?
I think
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I think I stopped in once or twice
Yeah.
since then. But
Well, since you stopped in once or twice, those changes I'm talking about have occurred. I can feel it, and I'm pretty sure you can see there's a difference, right? Because there is. And it's not just because of the acupuncture. It's because I'm taking the amino acids and the omega-3s,
yeah,
right? We should give you a test. We do a test where we can test you to see the discrepancies between the 3s and the 6s. I did that, and there's studies that have been shown to prove that. And I didn't think was I depressed? No, but I was at a 19-to-1, 6-to-3 ratio. Needs to be at least 1-to-1. We'd like to get 3-to-1, right? Right. So 1 part 3s to at the most 3 parts 6s. But I was all out of whack, and that's another thing that I've been taking those with regularity. So once again, you were here for those things. We brought in all kinds of other fun things since you've come in. Yeah. But it really does warm the heart, right? Because I know you're, better. Your life is better.
yeah.
Your wife loves this person. Not that she didn't love you before, but she was just putting up with your
This
shit.
version of me is different.
I'm going to say,
the rolled back version to before I started drinking or whatever.
well, this is the 101, new and improved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what would you share? I always ask this with people that. Oh, and by the way, did Maddie mention to you we're having a little shindig in November at the academy here?
They usually call me about that like a month before, but
Yeah,
I
and this
haven't
one
heard
I
of
want
this
you
one.
to. You can invite your wife to come with, your son, your daughter. That we just have to get a head count,
Okay.
right? So I know how much food to get brought in.
Yeah, let me know a date and I'll.
So, what do you say to somebody that's listening to this right now that is smack dab in the middle of their addiction, right? And I don't know, smack dab in the middle of their addiction, Mahlon. I'm talking maybe in a spot where I got to make a change, or they're highest, because you know as well as I do that when we're in the middle of that and we think we're doing okay, there's still something in the back of our mind telling us this is not cool.
Yeah.
Even though we are going to work all day, we're functioning, but there's a trickle back in there somewhere. You know what? Because it was for me, and I know it was for you,
Yeah.
right? So, and regardless of where they are in that stage, because there are different stages.
Oh, yeah,
There's
yeah.
the beginning, there's the middle of the end, and there's a lot of stuff in between. But you know everything I just said. Doesn't matter what stage you're in. What do you say to that person? All stages.
I mean, there's a couple of things. It's not just one thing.
I'm all ears.
I think I stated earlier, you have to want it. Maybe you say you want it, but if you have 0.0001% of you that doesn't want it, it's not going to happen. You
got to be all in then.
You have to be all in, like, period. You have to ask for help. It's not going to happen alone. Very rarely do we see anybody quit cold turkey and never look back. Like, that's probably the rarest person out there.
It's in the 0.0
addiction.
percentiles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask for help. I don't think that's kind of the same thing, but
Well, I mean, I think what you're talking about though is, yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help, but don't be don't be ashamed. Don't be with fear or any kind of.
But that's the problem too with a lot of
or shame.
I don't want to name it, but the place that probation sends you, the health center, we'll call it that.
You can say Bear River Mental Health. Is that what you were going to say?
That's one of them.
Yeah.
And all the other places.
Oh, I have no. Yeah.
They don't care like you do. They are there because that's their job and that's what they get paid to do. You're here because you want to see people actually succeed. And everybody that's been in the system and years of addiction, they don't have anybody believing in them. And they might have their family, something like that.
So
But
they have therapists there that I think give a shit.
yeah, but they're a lot less than the ones that don't.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, you have your family that believes in you, that loves you and everything like that. For me, it's not, it should be enough. Your family caring should be enough.
Yeah, but okay. The problem with that though is they don't know. There's nowhere. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. There's nowhere out there other than. Oh, by the way, here's something we've just recently brought in. If you were in treatment and your wife was your person, she'd be getting treatment from a therapist once a week.
Okay.
That way, while you're in treatment, so is she. That way, when you graduate from treatment, she's been in treatment basically to assist you when you do leave here.
Yeah. That was in the works when I was graduating. Was you were wanting to bring spouses in here to
wanting
education classes too.
Yes, but I'm talking about we've gone actual
straight therapy.
So you're seeing a therapist,
Yeah.
right? 3 or 4 times a week. You have a therapist, you know how it is. This one I'll see and I'll talk to because that's part of the deal. But you have one you preferred. Whoever that preferred therapist was for you, that therapist will now therapy your wife by them, just those two together.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm doing it right there because I'm envisioning your wife sitting right here. But for 4 sessions when we first get started. Then on the 5th or 6th, when you're comfortable, then we're going to do therapy with you two in the same room. It's not like couples therapy, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
It's a couple, because it could be your mom, it could be whoever your go-to person is, who's going to be with you when you graduate from this program. They're now going to get the tools because right now, back in the day, there is no rule book.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to AA or Al-Anon and these places, but those places, in my opinion, don't get to the root of these things and talk about these things. And they damn sure don't do the things we do. Right? So yeah, that's another thing that's actually changed. Your go-to person at Beacon Recovery will be seen by a master's level clinician more often than the actual patient does at other facilities.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, if you go to Bear River, you're going to see a therapist. Did you ever go there to Bear River?
No, not to Bear River specifically.
Well,
but
you can go to one of them. We can do Bear River. You can do Weaver Human Services. You can do any, and I went to the worst, right?
Yeah.
I did. I'm sorry, folks, but, if I'm saying something that's not true, then you can come after me. But at those places, you will see a master's level clinician once every 2 weeks, maybe once a week, if you are very lucky. But it's once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you do, and I've got on good authority from people that have been over to these places, you're going to see that therapist for 30 minutes.
Nah,
At
not
the
enough
most.
time. Not enough time at all.
At all.
Takes a half an hour to open up. Some people.
Sometimes it's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks.
And then the other 15 minutes is spent, well, this is the exercise you need to do. And
Turn to page
I'm not
22
doing
in your book.
anything, but you need to read this chapter. Like,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
100%. At Beacon, it's, well, as you well know, it's 3 or 4 times per week with 2 different therapists is what's happened since you've been in treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a new one. But the family member gets seen more often than the patients do at a Bear River. Right? You're going to graduate at some point. And when you do, what are we doing with you?
Yeah.
That's why we contact you. Have you been getting contacted with regularity?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why. I want to know how you're doing.
I think I got called 3 times in 2 weeks one time.
Because you wouldn't answer the freaking phone.
No,
probably.
I answered, but I don't know. Anyways, regardless.
Yeah.
I'm glad because nobody else, I mean, maybe other places do that, but they're not calling with that regularity.
I don't know of too many other places that are doing that. And the reason they don't is because it costs money.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not in treatment at Beacon Recovery anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm not billing your insurance
And you're
company
still
anymore.
putting resources into me.
Well, you didn't stop being a human being because you graduated from my program. You're
Yeah.
still a human being. That philosophy doesn't understand. I do understand it because it takes time, which takes money. And if you're not giving me any money, then why would I be? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what we do is the people that are in treatment are paying it forward for the people that aren't in treatment. Because when your insurance was paying me, whatever your insurance was paying me, I was using that to do other things, not as much as I'm doing right now. So we're basically taking your insurance, whoever you are, and we're spending the money on you and other people.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it's supposed. Well, that's why I know it's supposed to be. So let's go back. I have a tendency to do this. I always get squirreled and get off track.
Same.
Why? What would you say? You said there were certain things.
Yeah. The you have to want it.
Got to be 100%.
You have to ask for help.
Yeah.
And you have
And
to.
don't be afraid to ask
you have
for help.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
But you have to trust that the other person or the person that's trying to help you isn't going to use that against you.
Which means you got to be careful with who you trust.
Yeah. But here, I mean, you open up and you take that information to try to heal, not to.
When you say here, you're talking about Beacon.
Yeah.
Well, that speaks for intent. What is my intent? Is it to milk your insurance company dry and make a ton of money?
Not yours.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? What is the intent? You've spoken to the intent because we do care. Not just me, everybody that works here. If they don't care, they're not going to work here.
Yeah.
Right? And they genuinely do care because 80% of the staff at Beacon is in recovery. You know, present company included. I mean, and will probably be in recovery for the rest of my life. But I don't believe that I am an addict because I don't crave it. I don't think about it all day, every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't walk down the beer aisle and say my mouth doesn't water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that isn't me anymore. But in other stuff, I can see addictive
Absolutely.
tendencies.
Well, dude,
You know, candy or food.
I was going to say chocolate.
You know.
Right? You put some chocolate in front of
Yeah.
me, I mean, I bought a bag. I'm going to get, when my staff hears it, because I don't eat junk. But I bought a bag of these Reese's graham cracker something.
Yeah, something new.
They got,
Yeah.
they got chocolate on one, and then peanut butter Reese's on the, I mean, I could just throw the bag away, but I'm not. It might be in here somewhere. I might have brought, because and I'll keep going until the bag is gone, and I damn sure won't buy another bag. So I get it. I'm still dealing with but these ones aren't near as destructive as the other ones.